It's Tropical Turf Week at Gulfstream. Let's see how the week turned out.
Uncaptured pulse by an X. Sweeney's Cat second. Andres Eduardo 3 wide third. Looking for room toward the rail. Ralolito gets started as Pugin tipped off cover, and they're at the top of the stretch. Andres Eduardo is now up for a narrow lead. Manessa's trying to get through with Ralolito. Pugin is on his outside. These two did get through. Ralolito on the inside. Pugin on the outside. These two is 16th from home. Ralolito takes the lead now. Ralolito is in front. With a quarter of a mile left to go. Zayas sitting chilly on Tonalism, who's now up to take the lead. Blakenstein is a driven second, but he's losing ground. Reno Animo cuts the corner and tries to get into a minor placing. Trini John is next with an eighth of a mile to go, and Tonalism fleeing the scene. Tonalism inside that final eighth of a mile is long gone. Reno Animo's made a long grind, and he might get into second, but Tonalism debuts an easy winner. He won by 8 or 9. Up 3 furlongs left to race. Black Magic Woman maintains command, and she's still under confident handling. Seaside Retreat is second. Favorite Sin rallies to take third. These three will settle the score with a quarter of a mile left to go. On the outside, Black Magic Woman maintains command. Favorite Sin tries to go with her toward the rail. Seaside Retreat needs to do better, and there's an eighth of a mile to go, and Black Magic Woman sets sail for the money. Black Magic Woman now 2 on top. Favorite Sin is up into second, but that's as far as she'll get, as the favorite's a winner. Black Magic Woman will win it, and win it easily in the end by 4 lengths. Favorite fly under a loose rein from Luis Saez to try to stay in range in second, and Vasquez moves Decente into tracking position third at the inside, and Decente's on a mid-race move here, down toward the inside, and all the way up to challenge for the lead, as the opening half mile was 45-4. They're not messing around here, although 'Tis Possible Deer's bid was short-lived. She's backpedaled. Her barn buddy Decente takes over, but Free to Fly sticking to her, 2 better than Witch Hunter, who's a driven third. Up on the outside, Dana Grace rallies to be fourth as they run to the top of the stretch. Decente has the lead 3 parts of a length. Free to Fly is second. She's working harder to stay with the leader from third and Witch Hunter. From fourth and Dana Grace with less than a quarter of a mile to go. 3 quarters, 1:10-4, they turn in. Decente has to finish it up here. She's an eighth of a mile from home and 3 on top. Free to Fly not gaining any ground. Dana Grace tries to get Witch Hunter for third, but all aboard the chalk here. 1-2 is easy money on Decente, and she's won by at least 6 in the end. Second is Free to Fly. Third to take off up there was She's All Woman, as Brambleberry held her ground. Meanwhile, they've yet to get to Compt. They couldn't get to her in her debut, and they haven't reached her yet today. Brambleberry trying to take up the slack second. Third is Let's Be Honest, 4 better than Sunset Empire with a quarter of a mile left to go. Can Compt hold off Brambleberry? That's the storyline as they swing in. Compt on the inside fights to hold it. Brambleberry is trying to get by on the outside, and she's doing just that. Here comes Brambleberry, a determined run here from this daughter of brethren. She's now made the front, and she'll win it at 3-2. Brambleberry going away. Compt is going to hold on to second. Let's Be Honest is third. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. La Mutanati caught up quickly to Dr. Duke, who only leads by a neck. Up to third is Sainthood, back to fourth and Grand Runner. A gap of 3, that's Pulsar racing outside of 8-hand Broadway as they have 5/16 to run. La Mutanati has traveled very nicely, and he's up to take the lead. Dr. Duke tries to cling to him second. Sainthood is back to third, driven fourth and Grand Runner with a quarter of a mile left to go. They went 46-2 for the opening half mile. Sainthood has been hard at had it, but now he's starting to find his high gear. He challenges Lamutanati with Dr. Duke left back third. Final 16th of a mile, Sainthood on the outside. Toward the rail, Lamutanati digs deep and tries to fight him off. Lamutanati is back on even terms. Now he's in front. Lamutanati wins. Driven, not responding, Cowtown, and Bluegrass Parkway is next as they run to the top of the stretch. Mr. Tip has the lead. Dover Cliffs trying to secure the rail. He's got it secured now. Toward the outside, Battalion sweeping up the challenge. From the inside, and Prefect is shaking free late, then Bluegrass Parkway. Final 1/8 of a mile. Battalion, he has the lead. Prefect, Bluegrass Parkway, loose and charging hard. To the finish, Battalion, Bluegrass Parkway in a win photo.
Royal Number gets closer now, just 3 or 4 to make up on the inside as they round that far turn. Lamplighter Jack trying to hold on 3/4, a half length in front now from Shackle Love on the outside. Inside run for Royal Number. Royal Number slips through on the inside of Lamplighter Jack. The outside is Shackle Love, and then it's No One to Blame in fourth, and Bananas on Fire retreating to the back of the pack in full dinner jacket trailing. 1/4 of a mile left to go. Royal Number turns for home. Royal Number now with a 4 or 5 length lead on Shackle Love in second, and No One to Blame, and all the others to the last furlong. It's Royal Number and all Royal Number now. Royal Number just galloping home now, 6 lengths in front from Shackle Love, who's clearly second, from No One to Blame, who is in third. Yards to go. It's Royal Number and Julian Pimentel coasting home to win by about 6, maybe 7 from Shackle Love.
Half mile in 50.69 seconds on the far side of the fairgrounds course. Lady Kaza. Disha's been right there for Mitchell Murrell, but now inside 3 furlongs to go. And all fact against the rail, according to Aspen, right there with the black cap for Jose Riquelme in range. And this quartet clear by a half dozen lengths at the turn-in from Quinn Murphy around Bar Bess. Then comes Miss Brookside from Little Code and Haven't Fun Yet. 3/4, 1:16.40 seconds. But now they're deep in the final furlong and a half. And here's All Facts Run for Adam Biskitza. Took the lead from Disha. According to Aspen, Lady Kaz has dropped back, then Quinn Murphy. But close to home, she's in winning form. All Fact repeats at the fairgrounds meet. 6-length decisive win.
For the opening half mile, Froshmorn with the fresh legs. He leads by a length and a half. Toward the rail, Casa Creed getting ready to launch his bid. Ride a Comet tries to keep him in. 4 wide goes Hey Dakota, dropping back his Tusk. 3/4, 1:10 and 4, less than 1/4 of a mile to go. Froshmorn now asked to kick in as Casa Creed takes aim, and Casa Creed is up on the outside to take the lead. Ride a Comet tries to run at him. Ride a Comet and Casa Creed, these two. Ride a Comet getting up. Ride a Comet wins the Tropical Turf.
Back to last, the 22.56 seconds through the far turn. The filly leads the mares. It's LZ with Play On looming on the outside. Change of Control covers Into Mystic on probation. Straightens away in 5th. Eye in the Sky, 6th up the rail. From Winning Envelope, we trail back to Snowball. It's LZ's lead with 1 furlong to go. LZ leads Into Mystic, looking to gain ground. Change of Controls come past Play On. They come past the 16th, and it's Into Mystic. LZ toward the inside. It's Into Mystic for Florent Giroux. Into Mystic pulled away to win by a length from LZ.
Moving up on the outside, Big Perm hunting Racing Room while trying to get into the clear, and they turn for home. Into the clear comes Big Perm. He's loose and charging at Huey, who just ran up to take the lead. Accessible is now in high gear, and he's motoring home. Here's Accessible driving up on the outside of Big Perm to take the lead. Accessible wins the opener, going away. Big 47-1 for the opening half mile. Just Like Mike continues to put up the numbers. Noble Empire within a half a length. He's creeping closer now. Noble Empire just ran by Just Like Mike. Magical Cause was with the leader at the midpoint, but he's not now as the leader starts to get away. And that leader is the big chalk. It's Noble Empire through 3/4 and 1:11.4. He's asked to finish it up here. He's an eighth of a mile from home and 5 on top. Just Like Mike is second. Magical Cause is third as this leader wanders, but he wanders well clear. Irad just points him in the right direction, and it's all over. 2-5 on Noble Empire, and he's in front. Second is Magical Cause. They make their way to the far turn, and up front, the leader is Yodelehihu on top 3 parts of length. To the outside in second, Our Nation on Parade. Admiral Lynch let go 3 wide for a run third. Shot Tanker fourth. Mischievous Alex still patiently handled while fifth. Trying to run home from the back is Epic Dreamer. Nothing today from Fortune's Fool or Run for the Munnings as they run to the top of the stretch. With the advantage, it's still Yodelehihu trying to repel challenges as Mischievous Alex is launched 4 wide, and he's hitting high gear now. Top of the lane, and here comes the big favorite, Mischievous Alex up to take on the leader, Yodelehihu. These two have kicked on, but Mischievous Alex going 2-1 of his second rival as they come home for the money. Mischievous Alex back on his game, and he's sharp in victory to win going away. Yodelehihu completes the Safi Joseph Exacta.